I ignored all the red flags and it ruined my life. But before you judge, you gotta realize, I'm a good guy, gang. I'm a people pleaser and I love hard, you feel me? So I seen the good in her. For 6 straight months, I thought I was dating this person, but she wasn't this person. You know what I'm saying? She ruined friendships. She ruined relationships. She ruined how I looked at the world. She ruined my pockets. The pockets got low. Shorty really ruined my life because I ignored all the red flags. And you're probably doing it too. And you don't notice because you are also a lover boy. You're also a lover girl. You're also a good person. You also have a big heart. You also see the good in people. In this video, I gotta educate you. So for this Valentine's, you don't get heartbroken. I got heartbroken. She took advantage of me. 6 months of thinking you're dating somebody and then it doesn't happen. You're dating somebody completely different. It hurts. So I'm here to eliminate that pain for you. Before we get into the nitty gritty, listen to what Unc gotta say right here, because Unc is really speaking facts. Listen to what bro saying, because this is real facts.
Red flags if you want to. You gonna be paying for it later on.
Facts.
I'm telling you. You gonna be paying for it later on. We all do it. We ignore the red.
That's facts. And that ties to my first point. Listen, Vanessa was my first baddie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Shorty was fine. She smelled amazing. You see them little perfumes they got? Like, I swear they be putting something in them flower perfumes because they be getting anybody. Lil Vanessa had me in love. Like, I would have took a bullet for Shorty. That's tough. No Valentine. You know, I ignored all the red flags. Shorty used to go to the club. I used to let her go. Shorty used to be on girls' trips all the time. By the way, I'm the one that was funding the girls' trips. Do not fund girl trips. If you're not going, do not fund girl trips to Houston, to Florida, to Brazil. Like, just don't do New York. Don't do it. You're gonna regret it. And why are girls going on girls trip by themselves? Think about this. Put this into perspective. Put the first one into perspective. Why would all single girls go on a girls trip? 5 single girls are going out of the state, sometimes out of the country, to Jamaica on a single girls trip. On a girls trip. They're not single, but they're going on a girls trip. Is that not screaming, I'm single and I'm available? Yes. Yes. And you and me are like Travis Hunter. We were paying for it. She was partying in the house. I was outside waiting for her like these. I'm going to be her ride back home. We were really in love, gang. That's what happened. 1, do not fund girl trips. No cap. And if she goes on girls trip, red flag number 1. Let me give y'all a little background story so y'all can understand how I met Vanessa, right? So you know me, I be going to the mall a la Mecla gang. I be smooth with it. I'm trying to get it right. Fun fact, she ruined my life so much I don't even go to the mall anymore. I don't shop at the mall. Like, I just go to stores. I just be going to Louis V, or I just be ordering online for real. I don't go to the mall to shop anymore for due reasons. But you know me, I'm going into the mall. I'm looking at the fresh, I'm trying to get me some kicks. The mall sometimes got kicks, I ain't gonna lie. So I pulled up, try to get me some kicks. I seen little Shorty, and I was like, what? I said, oh no, Birdman hero. I'm finna go to it. I seen her. Another flag that I think I ignored the first time. First of all, why was a girl in the men's aisle? Like, I'm talking about like size 11 and up. Like, if you got big feet, you got your own area of shoes. Why was Shorty there? Like, she was looking at shoes right where I be looking at shoes. I'm a size 11. She was looking at size 11 Jordans, shoes for men. So now that I think about it, what was Shorty really doing here? But I ignored that. I realized if she's my type, I'm ignoring all the flags. So are you. Don't even lie. That's one thing y'all gotta change, man. Do not ignore the flags, even if she's your type. But I did it. She was my type. I ignored it. I said, what's up? I put up, I talk my talk, that don't matter. Pull up on her, say, look, what's up, little mama, blah, blah, blah. Straight to it. I end up getting her number. Shorty had a boyfriend. I could tell she had a boyfriend because of how the interaction went, right? She wasn't trying to give her number up at first, though. She was like, you can have my Instagram, yada, yada, yada. Then she went to Snapchat. We're grown in 2020. That was like 2024, but we're grown, gang. 2023, maybe. We're grown. I said, yo, I don't use social media. What's your number? First of all, stop asking for Instagram, Snapchat, none of that. You are an adult. If she gives you her Instagram, you're a fan. I hope you know that. You're not, is this percentage that she's really gonna rock with you? So she ends up giving her number after a little convincing. Another thing, you don't gotta convince girls to rock with you. So I don't even know what I was doing. But she gave it up. And that's how the story started. And that's where it went downhill from right there too. She did have a boyfriend. I know she did. Because now that you know the background story, let's continue to red flag number 2. Don't be with the as he should girl. Be with the girl. Say, oh my God, thank you so much for doing that. First day I took Shorty out, I took her to a steakhouse. You see how I'm coming. You see how I'm coming. I'm trying to show Shorty I have motion. You see? Don't even do that. I'm gonna be real. If she's rocking with you, you could take her to Wendy's and she gonna fold. But I took her to a steakhouse. STK, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to show her what's good. I tried to do it. The bill came. And again, I took her out though. Like, I took her out as a man though. If you take somebody out, you're expected to pay. Which I understand. You know, I understood that very early. I was a young man, so I understood that. But when I tell you though, Shorty didn't even try to pump fake. Like, Shorty didn't even try to cause you know girls be lying. They be like, oh, how much was it? Like, do you want me to, you know, deep down, she doesn't want to do it. She be like, oh my God, so you don't think that she's a gold digger. They be saying that, but she don't really want to pay. We know this method by the girls. They be fake trying to do that. So you could be like, oh my God, she tried to offer. Gang. She's not trying to pay for real. She's asking you better say no. And I was like, nah, you're good. Little Shorty didn't even say that. She didn't pump fake. She was just looking around the bill came. Have you seen them TikTok trends when it was like, how much was it? And it was like, 500? And she was like, oh, that's not bad. If you see a girl like that, run. Unless you got it. Unless you got the fundos to do that, my boy, run. The bill came. Shorty wasn't even on some, oh my God, thank you so much for taking me out. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. Shorty was like, as he should. Don't be with that. Yo, that is one of the biggest red flags right there. That Shorty is with you for your bread. And you know what comes right after that? Her bills. She got bills to pay. Hey, after that date, you know a bill just randomly comes up that you gotta pay for. A bill just pops up out of the blue. Yeah, my car just broke down. Shorty, you don't have a license. By internet, they come up with a bill right after you show them you got a little bit of bread. Another red flag. This one's very important because I know a lot of y'all go through this and you don't secretly know it because I think you're just trying to ignore it yourself. You're ignoring this red flag. There was a certain time that I couldn't call her. On weekends after 1 a.m., she never answered the phone. And I knew she was out. And her location randomly turned off. 1 a.m. every weekend. It never failed. When she wasn't with me, her location turned off and she was on D&D. Don't ignore the D&D. First of all, why is a girl on D&D? Why do girls go on D&D? Let's be for real. Why are you on D&D? Don't hit me with the, oh my God, I'm trying to focus. We ignore all notifications, but I get notifications, I ignore them. I get phone calls from my grandma, I'm ignoring it if I don't want to talk to her. So don't come with that, oh, what are you in D&D for? Yeah, gang, y'all be ignoring that one, I swear. Yo, red flag, if Shorty be on D&D, especially at the night, she got a man. You're not the only one, she got a man. She got somebody else be hitting her up. Somebody else is doing that. I ignored that. Little Shorty was always on D&D. She never answered the phone. She was always out. And you know what her favorite line was? Y'all are going through this, so please take notes. Oh, I'm going out with my cousins. That's the biggest, all the Hispanic girls say that, boy. I'm going out with my cousin. She's not going out with her cousins, gang. She's not going out with her cousins, gang. Look at me. Her cousins are not going. Her cousins are not going, bro. Don't fall for that, gang. It's not happening. I'm telling you, you're going to be, oh my God, have fun. Me, I'm not jealous, though. I'm a supportive king. You know, she always used to tell me, yo, I'm out with my cousin. I never questioned it because, I have a big heart and I love hard. So I never questioned it. But now that I realize, you're with your cousins every weekend. I love my cousins, but I'm not trying to see my cousins every weekend. Little shorty was with her cousins every weekend. Think about that. The consequences for ignoring those red flags is, I promise you, when dating that girl, I probably lost over 50,000. I'm telling you, bro, over 50 bands just, trying to treat her good because you think you found a wife, you're trying to treat her right, you're trying to make her feel special, one of a kind, because you're world on some Justin Bieber, you feel me? Over 50K. All my homies used to tell me like, yo, bro, that ain't the one, gang. I stopped being cool with the bros. I had to apologize. I had to apologize to the bros. We're cool. I'm talking about like 10 plus year friendships. I was a nah, gang. She loves me. I love her. We gonna be together forever. You hated on me. That was really me. Hey, if the homies ever watch this, yo, homies. Hey, hands up. I made a mistake. They already know. We laugh about it now. We laugh about it. It was so long ago. Hey, young La Mecla. Oh, hey, La Mecla's always playing though. We kept it P. I found out she had a man. I don't really remember how I found out she had a man, but I knew she had a man. And I was like, yeah, this is it. I was losing friendships, money. I was even losing friendships with my family, bro. Like, I'm talking about, like, even my family was like, yo, that ain't the girl for you, gang. Like, she ain't worth it. She ain't. Yeah, gang, I ignored every red flag. She had everything. And this is what I'm telling y'all right now. This is why y'all gotta focus, especially y'all that have a super baddie. Because Lil Shorty was good looking. I can't even front. I still remember her. On some A-Boogie, I still think about you. No cap, I still think about her. I don't really think about her, but like, I'm making a video about it, so I'm thinking about her, you feel me? She was a baddie. She was my first baddie, low-key. That's what happens, you know how that be. But yeah, you don't ignore the flags. You do not want this to happen to you. Now, I date, and it's like, I'm looking for it though. Like, I'm a great guy, but like, now I'm like expecting Shorty to come on some BS. Maybe that's why I'm single, because I'm protecting my peace. I'm not giving myself out as easy no more. I'm not doing it. Lil Shorty ruined how I look at the landscape of life, relationships, family. She ruined it, gang. And if you can guess her ethnicity, I'll cash out you $50. If you made it and you can guess her ethnicity, I'll cash out you 50 on my soul. Disclaimer with y'all. When y'all see them first red flags, it's not a caution. No, gang, you're out of the game. You see how you got a red flag in soccer and you're out of the game? That's what you gotta do. You gotta get out of there, bro. You don't wanna endure the pain that it comes to. A lot of y'all are gonna do a Valentine's celebration, a Valentine's party, a parade, all this for a girl you know is a red flag, and you're still gonna do it. Why? Cause look at yourself, or a guy. You know that guy sucks. But he's 6'5", huh? That's what you want. Lil Shorty's like, but he's 6'5". She's ignoring all the red flags because he's 6'5". I told y'all I was being gender neutral. Being gender neutral. Back to the homies, though. Homies, you know she's ungrateful. You know she talks to half of your state. And you're still gonna do it, gang? At that point, hey, it's not on me, gang. At this point, if you watch this video and you still go through it, you got 5 days after this video drops to change your life. If you don't take action, it's on you. Quick story time, La Mecla relatable story time. Valentine's is right around the corner, so that's why I did it for y'all. Hey, take action, little bro, or take action, little queen. This video was for the homies. Hey, but on La Mecla gang, man, I appreciate y'all always rocking with me. If you made it to the end, give yourself a pat in the back, man. You earned it. You're a real one. Y'all know y'all have a piece of my heart on La Mecla gang, man. We finna run it up. Let me hear y'all dating stories in the comments, though. Let me hear your worst or best dating stories in the comments. If you ignored the red flags like me, let me know in the comments. Make sure you're sub to the channel. If you're new here, let me know too, man. Show some hospitality. Send this to your bro. Send this to your girlfriend. Send this to whoever needs to see this, because you want to see them win in 2026. Don't let them ruin their year this year because they didn't watch this video. Be a real one and move this forward. Share this forward. You feel me?